My name is Mr. Zendo. Hello. Then we've got Mellar21
What's up?
and our guest Marsa.
Hello, hello.
So, Bitrated episode 1. Welcome everyone.
Boom.
There we go. Mellar's got the
Yes,
host.
there's the host.
My alerts might show up. Well, we'll see.
There we go. What the hell was that?
My mobile phone, because I'm a terrible streamer.
Terrible.
Awful sub-tier.
Okay.
Quality.
Unfollowed.
Yeah, time to dip. That's a reference to later in the show. Haha. There we go. Marsa, what have you been up to? What do you do on Twitch? Tell us about everything Marsa.
Okay, well, I started streaming about a year ago. Started with Morrowind, more RPG games.
Cool.
Recently got a capture card. I've been streaming a lot of Nintendo and a lot of, surprisingly, Trackmania. I love streaming. I have, the most adorable community. Everyone just, they join and they call me, a mom bird. It's
A mom bird.
It's quite fun. Yeah, I'm like their mom bird, but it's weird. It's weird but fun.
Yeah,
So
so-
have you done some Zelda?
I've done some Zelda. Yeah, I played Skyward Sword most of the way through. We've got to get finished with that. I go on week hiatuses where I'll go on a trip someplace, share all my pictures on Discord, and then when I come back, it's usually a new game that I start. So if I don't finish a game before then we run into some issues where people are like, "Where's my finished game?" But Zelda
Yeah.
was great.
Mel is still angry at me. I started Breath of the Wild, like Zelda Breath of the Wild, and
Never finished it.
you got halfway through, never finished it, borrowed the game off my cousin, so and I ended up giving that back to him. So, well, he wanted it back, so I couldn't just be like, "No, it's mine now."
I recently finished a Skyward Sword stream. I'm pretty happy with it.
Right,
Good.
It was
well,
fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's a good game.
see the
It is,
sass
it's a
there. What's
That's
with the
actually-
birds? What's with the birds
What's the-
thing?
Well, I actually have a pet pigeon, and it's a fun story. I got her when she was still squishy and young. I bottle fed her until she was older,
Oh,
and now she just
wow.
sits on the back of my chair most streams.
Why a
and I
pigeon?
can,
Why a pigeon? That's so weird.
Well, I found her in the snow is the thing. So she
Aw.
her parents couldn't take care of her, and I brought her in. And I've tried to let her go a couple times, but the thing with pigeons is they have a really good homing sense. So she just keeps coming back.
That's
So now
adorable.
That's cool.
it's okay. It's kind of like you tried to get rid of your bird. I'm like, yeah, I tried 4 times, and she stays there. She is talking.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Yeah, good question.
I didn't hear you. I'm
What's
sorry.
her name?
Oh, her name is Svedka. Fun story.
Svedka.
I didn't understand how vodka worked when I first got vodka, so I got,
Oh
I
my
got this. So
gosh.
I was like, "Oh, this is like a normal size alcohol container. This will last me 3 nights," and I still have it. I turned 21 a year ago, and I named her the first time I got drunk because I was just really excited that I had alcohol. But
Now, was you 21 when you got drunk?
well, surprisingly, I waited until I was 21 to drink for the first time, and I actually drank on stream. It was a fun co-op stream I did with a couple of friends playing Overwatch, and we all had different alcohols. So her full name is Svedka Absolute Stolichnaya.
That's great.
Did it get a bit messy?
Hmm?
Did it get a bit messy?
Yeah, I've got some clips from that stream. It was there was a point when it was just a nice face stream until my chat reminded me that I needed to switch it back.
Yeah, I've played a bit of Overwatch too. Not a ton. Not a ton.
Oh, I love Overwatch. That's what started my channel. I pretty much promote my channel in Overwatch. I get a lot of new viewers from there, and a lot of my retention viewers come from Overwatch even, which is quite nice.
I'm terrible at FPSs, so Zendo can attest to that.
It's stressful watching you play SPS. I mainly live stream Apex Legends, which is a battle royale. I've mainly been live streaming that, and then occasionally I'll have no one to play with Mellar, but I'll jump in for a game or two, and then I'll get die or something, and I just watch Mellar going around just oh It's like someone's playing on mobile, just trying to like, no, just can't quite get it down. Of course, he's on keyboard and mouse. Bless him. I appreciate the participation. Oh, look, we did the
FPSs just aren't my bag.
like I
don't know. Everyone needs to find like their own games, and like when they're streaming, like what are you good at? Play something like you enjoy and you actually want to be playing, not. I've been sucked into the boat of playing like games that I don't really want to, and like those streams aren't the best. Like
100%. Like you find when you get more experienced on Twitch, you realize that playing Apex the whole time, like myself, isn't gonna like pull in all the viewers. Like I have to scroll down all the fucking list just to find me right at the bottom. But the trick to Twitch is playing games what there's a lot of viewers for, but not a lot of streamers. And that's how you actually grow and everything. But at the same time, if you don't enjoy those games, you don't enjoy those games, and which is what I have the most problem with. Like most of the games I don't enjoy. I like the fast-paced AAA titles.
So, what games have you played recently, Marsa, that you haven't enjoyed?
Yeah,
that I haven't enjoyed. I don't want to say Fable because I'm enjoying Fable. Don't get me wrong, but if I'm playing another game, I'm always requested to play Fable in the stream multiple times, so it like weighs on me because I'm like I'd rather be doing this right now.
Yeah.
A weird game is called. Wait, no, that I haven't wanted to play. For the most part, I try to stream what I want to play though, because like I know it doesn't work when I'm streaming something I'm disinterested in. There was a game about like a girl taking photos, and I just.
Was that Life is Strange?
Yeah, Life is Strange.
Yeah.
I hated playing it. I hated streaming it. And just, like, you can see, like, I'm just like, yeah, and here we go. And I had 3 viewers the entire stream because I had no interest in it at all.
Yeah, it's like if you get bored and then you're, like, looking off to the distance and get distracted. And, like, that shows on stream and stuff.
It does.
I get distracted all the time. Just quickly for the viewers, this is our first podcast. We're doing like a Twitch podcast where we've got a guest. We're going to talk to her for a bit. There you go. It's Marsa. See everything about her. We're going to have a different guest on every week. This is going to try and be a weekly thing, a new thing. We're going to be on mine and Mellar's channel. We're going to switch it up every week. We'll also re-upload it as well, so you can find it if you miss it. And then, like, midway through the show, we're going to talk about Twitch tips and probably have a little bit of a debate there, because I know definitely me and Mellar have some different opinions. It'd be interesting to see what Marsa's interested in. And then this third segment of the show is we're going to go look through a bunch of Twitch clips and see who's worth a sub, who's worth a follow, or who's worth just a dip, just getting out of there, because they're not an interesting streamer. So we got all that to look forward to, so sit tight, go get some snacks. And we'll carry on. Yeah, you can't sit tight and get snacks. You can't do that at the same time.
Get snacks and then sit tight.
What if they had the laptop that they could take with them?
Oh, that's just too much.
But you're still standing at that point.
Yeah, you can't sit. Wheelie chair? I don't know.
That's snacks over here.
Oh man, I wish I had snacks. I just had dinner though, so that's maybe a bit fat.
Yeah, I just had dinner. Yeah. Good times.
I had noodles.
Okay.
What did you have, Mellar?
Sweet and sour chicken.
Sweet and sour chicken.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's good.
So,
where were we? We were just having a wonderful chat about games that you didn't like to stream. Yeah. Have you ever had any games that you really just didn't enjoy to stream, Zendo?
Didn't enjoy to stream. Oh man, yeah, a bunch. I do that thing where I'm like, oh, this might be fun to stream, and then everyone hates it, or it's boring as fuck for me to even play, let alone watch. Yeah. So I've had like Kingdom Hearts 3. I was really liking the game, I was really enjoying it, and everyone hated it. It was like the most repetitive thing, and then I started like getting annoyed with it. But I remember Kingdom Hearts from my childhood, so I was like, yeah, this is amazing. And then I sold Red Dead 2 because I barely played that, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna get Kingdom Hearts because I seen like some other streamers play it for like 5 minutes. I was like, now I need this. That happens a lot to me, actually. I'm like, this game doesn't look so good, and then I watch a streamer play it for like 5-10 minutes, and I'll be like, I need this now. I need to play it.
Yeah.
So Kingdom Hearts was one, and then the other one was games I didn't enjoy. It was Monster Hunter World. I got that, and I played literally like an hour, 2 hours tops. The game was just so boring. everyone was loving it in chat. They were like, "Oh my god, do this!" And then next time you get to go here and you get to do this. And I'm like, "Oh, can't wait for part 2." I'm like, "But this game's really boring." Like all the combat was literally just hack and slash, but like it was so slow paced. And maybe I'm gonna get some hate for this, but it was like, okay, now I've done a little bit of the health bar. Now I've done a little bit of the health bar, and like that's like the whole combat, and it was like, oh, now he's gonna do a really slow attack that I can dodge in like 10 minutes. You know, it was like it was really boring to me. Maybe it was at the beginning of the game, maybe it got better, but I did not want to invest any more time. So I had both ends of the spectrum. How about the same question for you, Mellar? Games that you didn't enjoy.
The only game that I ever got to a point when I was streaming it, though, is specifically when I was streaming it, was World of Warcraft, because I used to stream quite a lot of World of Warcraft, and it was okay. And I remember, because the new expansion came out, and I was super psyched for the new expansion, but the problem with the new expansion, it was really boring. And I remember I was streaming quite late one night, and I just remember sort of sitting there with like pretty much no viewers, and just being like, this is really boring content. That's the last time that I streamed it.
Yeah,
I can't see myself going back to it anytime soon either. It was just really dull, and it's the point where I was like, this is really boring.
Did you ever pick up Warcraft, Marsa?
Oh yeah, I played Burning Crusade and until Cataclysm. So I was pretty young when that was, but I was always like, I was in my top server guilds at the time, and just really into it.
One of those.
But then
cool
like
kids.
I got a boyfriend. Yeah.
Oh right.
So like I couldn't go to like raids. I couldn't do that stuff. So I had to like.
I mean, my wife just kind of acclimatized to the gaming. She always says I trapped her because I was like, I get these like meh phases where I'm not enjoying any games at the moment, and I get like super like down about it because I find no games are really enjoyable. I call them meh phases. I was in that phase when I was like, we met online, so I was in that phase where I met her, and she's like, you wasn't gaming back when we met, you've trapped me. So she always says like I trapped her or whatever, but she was dumb enough to marry me, so you know it's fine. She knows exactly what I was like a few months after, so you know.
So Marsa, what's next for you in terms of streaming? What's your plans?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I want to do a little bit more solo streaming, and since the summer's coming up, I'll have a bit more time. So I want to do longer streams. I'm planning on playing through a lot of the Zelda games I have sitting next to me. I'd like to go revisit Morrowind. It was so enjoyable. And it has such a loyal fan base too. That's one of the best things about streaming an Elder Scrolls game. Oh, definitely Skyrim too. And they just have so many.
These are long games. These are gonna be some time-consuming shit right now.
That's the great thing though. Like when I have time, like right now I'm working on my thesis for my senior year of college. I've been streaming like 2 hours a night and then staying up till 3. So like all that time this summer I get to stream, and so excited for it.
That's cool. What are you studying?
I'm an ecology major with biology and earth environmental minor, and I do music on the side as well. So nice. Yeah, and next year I got accepted to graduate school, so I get to continue my research and like exactly what I'm doing and just like a higher step.
That's wicked.
Awesome. Yeah, Mellar actually caught, and he noticed that you were playing an instrument. What instrument was it? I don't know.
Saxophone.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, that was a special stream. That was like a reward for my viewers. They've been asking for it for 7-8 months, and finally they got to see it. So
saxophone was rad. It wasn't even brass, was it?
No, it's
Have you got it to hand?
Plated? Yeah, it's like it's right back there in front of the.
Oh, 1 second. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hello. Did I shout? Sorry, I shouted. I'm doing my show.
We are live, Mrs. Zendo.
I know. You carry on. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Sorry.
Yeah. So you were talking about your sax.
Would you like to see? It's like, I've played for about. I've played for, I want to say like 10 years at this point.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I came into college as a music major actually, and it's just something that I fell out of. I didn't think it was like worth it, but where she is.
Oh my god.
It's like
That's so cool.
It's actually like it's beautiful. Like it's a cannonball Adderley, so it's like a professional instrument. It's just doesn't get as much use as it used to because
What size is it? Alto?
Sorry, guys.
it's oh, you're okay. It's a tenor, so it's like the medium voice for saxophones.
That's amazing. Love it.
It's
Oh, I don't know
cool.
what
It's
you
cool.
mean.
I got the college I'm going to. They actually gave me like a nice scholarship for saxophone, but I don't know. It wasn't what I needed to be doing at the time. So.
But you are still doing music on the side.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm in like community bands, and I've got like that whole that music stand back there is full of sheet music that I always play.
Do you play any other instruments?
Yeah, I play piano. Nothing I play as well as saxophone. I can fiddle around on ukulele and guitar. Piano's probably my second strongest instrument, but nothing's compared to saxophone, honestly. Any woodwind's pretty easy to pick up when you know this as well. So like flute and clarinet I can play in like very low levels, but it's not I don't know, I just find the saxophone to be like the most beautiful instrument there is.
That's really cool. I cannot play anything like that. I had a guitar when I was like, my dad's really musical, so he plays like the keyboard or piano or whatever, and then he's also plays the guitar, and he's always been really musical. So when I was little, I was like, I want to learn the guitar like Dad, and they got me like it was really expensive. It was like a small, like a kid-sized professional guitar, and it was like, yeah, we could do this. I'll teach you. We'll learn. And then I learned like 3 chords, and I was like, no, this isn't for me. and then that's the first time he was viscerally disappointed. Like he was like, but are you sure you don't want to try? We could pick it up next week. And I was just like, nah, I'm done. I'm gonna go play with my Lego over here. So that was
Poor
yeah.
Papa Zendo.
Literally, yeah.
Oh damn.
I don't know, when I meet someone who's never like played music or been like, I can't do music, I'm like, let me show you, let me teach you. It's like knowing someone that can't swim and I'm like, let me show you. Do you know?
Yeah, it's easy. I can get like an obsession to like take over.
Yeah.
I get that with games. Like if people are like, "Oh, I don't know, I don't really know how to do this," I'm like, "Oh, look, I'll grab the controller. I'll show you. Look, you just do this, this, and this."
Exactly.
It's that compulsion. When I think maybe it applies with knowledge in general. Like if you know a lot about a subject, then you know someone comes along that knows nothing. You want to like push that passion that you have onto them.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe where it comes from.
You want to see someone else enjoy it as much as you do.
I've seen a study that actually talks about having like a high proficiency in something and then perceiving your ability as something that's mediocre and easy. So in turn you want to teach someone this easy skill to you, but it's really not easy to pick up.
I see. I'm with you. I want to kick this off to gear number 2. We're going to talk about the Twitch tips and in general Facecams, which is where we wanted to go. So,
Yeah, alright.
So me and Mellar have very different opinions. Mind if I go first?
Yeah, go on.
So I think we got King 420 with the raid as well. Thank you very much, King.
That is my fiance. Hello,
Oh, there we go. Awesome.
Yeah.
Appreciated. So we've got the thing about the webcams. I think it's so crucial on Twitch. And like, I don't raid people without webcams. I don't host people without webcams. Unless it's such a niche game they're playing. I can't even think of an example where they are just the world best at it, and their gameplay. I can hear the pigeon. That's great.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
Sorry.
Unless you're like literally, your gameplay is the reason you're streaming. Like you are the best. Your gameplay speaks for itself, and your voice just carries through. Unless you're in that very small percentage of people, I think it's so important to have a webcam. I think it really helps you connect with the audience. You don't really know people on the internet. Like, you can read names in chat and you have no idea whether they're male, female. Like, sometimes you have an idea. Like, if it's Melissa XL, then, it's probably a girl, But, then again, 2019. Anyway, not going to go there. Sorry, not gonna go there. But yeah, I think it really helps you like connect with the audience. You know who's streaming, and then it's almost like putting yourself on the line and putting yourself out there to the world, instead of being shy and recluse. What about Dizzy not having a webcam? I think Dizzy maybe. Dizzy, for you guys that don't know, is basically like the shroud of Apex. Like, he's just an insane Apex player. I think that goes back into my number one category, of like, unless you're insane at the game and your gameplay speaks for itself, then you gotta have a webcam. But Mellar seems to disagree.
What?
Do you not agree with me, like, with the webcam
No,
thing?
I agree with you. I've come to your way of thinking. When I very first started, I didn't really feel like it was necessary, but that was when I didn't have a webcam, and then I got a webcam, and I was like, it's not really necessary in that. But then I kind of got a bit more into the whole Twitch thing, and I kind of realised how important it is. You don't necessarily have to have a webcam in order to be successful, but you are cutting your nose off to spite your face if you don't have one.
Yeah.
In my opinion. You know, there are people out there that are quite successful without one. Even people that aren't like super amazing at the game, and are just a personality. But you have to have you have to have a really big personality that comes across just in your voice and the way that you speak to people. You don't have a cam.
Marsa, what's your take on this? Face cams.
Well, I agree. I think face cams are... I don't say it's necessary. It's not necessary, and I'll get into that in a minute. But I don't click on channels that don't have a webcam.
Me either. It seems low effort to me. It seems low effort.
It does to me as well, but then my friends say it distracts from my gameplay, and I'm like, okay, I see that. I can understand that. And like, you are like the top of your tier. You're doing your best. And my fiance, he doesn't stream with a webcam. He refuses to use a webcam. And he has a big personality. He got to affiliate in like a month. And I'm like, what are you doing? How'd you do that? But really, I feel like a webcam like boosts your channel up to the next level. It like elevates it from I play video games and I talk to people to I'm like this entertaining personality and person you want to connect with. And that's like the biggest thing, like us as people, we connect so much with like faces more than voices.
Yeah.
And like changing your microphone setup, like you have a different voice. Like I know Asmongold when he first started streaming, like he does not sound like the same person because he just completely changed his setup. But we've always been able to see his face and connect with who he is as a person, and that's what makes him Asmongold, not like his voice on it.
Yeah, that's a great example.
Platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look at like all of the biggest Twitchers or the ones that make big bang, for example, like they're all either amazing at the game, have a really big personality with a face cam, or a bit of both. There's no one out there, as far as I know, that's like gets thousands of viewers that has no face cam and isn't amazing at the game.
Andy put it would be helpful having one, but it isn't a must tool to become a good Twitch streamer and becoming successful. I actually disagree. I think it is a must tool, just because I've talked to so many streamers, loads of streamers and my friends, and almost all of them agree they don't raid, they don't host other channels without face cams, and I agree, I don't either, just again because it seems low effort. It seems like Jimmy on his Xbox has just decided to try out Twitch and stick, and sure, he's got 3 or 4 viewers and you're like, oh cool, this guy's got 3 or 4 viewers, let's raid him, but it's again super low effort, and that's a rate to grow, is raids and hosts.
I'd slightly disagree with that. I don't think it's required, but it's a massive uphill struggle without one.
Yeah. It depends if you want your career to get affiliated within a month or within a year. It depends on that sort of growth. But if you're not willing to compromise that part of yourself and put yourself out to the internet, maybe you shouldn't be streaming. Like if you're not ready to be that open with people.
That's a strange no, I agree. Like I don't understand why we're putting ourselves out there. Rufus, fuck off.
Do you know that person? I was about to ban him.
I know him.
All right, I appreciate that. literally was
I'd
about
finger
to ban
over
him.
the timeout ban.
He's a good friend. He's a good friend. I don't know. I don't know why we're putting ourselves out there if we don't want to become like have a connection with the people that we're streaming for. Like if we're automatically just putting that wall there where it's like saying we're not going to be real friends. I'm not opening myself up to people on the internet, because that's really what streaming is doing. Like I feel like so much of my life has been put into my stream, and everyone it's like a part of my stream. Like there's things I can cut off from it because it's clearly behind a camera, but I feel like you're cutting too much off from it if you don't have one.
There are some people, I don't necessarily fully agree, but there are people that say that if you don't stream with a face cam, you're kind of being dishonest to your viewers. Because you're not willing to, show yourself. Essentially, you're kind of hiding behind a certain anonymity, if I can get my words out. That kind of thing. I don't necessarily completely agree with that sentiment, but I see where they're coming from.
Yeah, Yeah, I think we've rehashed all over the points. I was just gonna hash over again. So face cams is an interesting point. Does anyone else have any other interesting things like face cams that we could go into?
Yeah, we need to fill some time, man.
Yeah, we've been talking fast. I think we're.
I was just looking at the timer.
20 minutes. Wow. Yeah, we've
live for 26. There you go.
Yeah. That's no good. Come on,
cool.
Zendo.
Time flies when we're having fun. We gotta have more fun, clearly. I don't know. Maybe we need a fourth segment. This is our first one. This, the training wheels are still on.
Interesting point in chat. Seems more like a replacement for personality, like a face is to replace a lack of personality. What seems like what you're saying. It's an interesting point.
What do you mean by that?
It's King420 that said that in chat. I feel like watching the old days of Let's Plays in 2010 gameplay videos, people had to sell their personality before webcams were really used. Yeah, fair point, but at the same time, if you've got a big personality and a webcam, even better, right?
And I don't like that you're dragging things up from 2010, Colton. Times change is the thing. Webcams are so much easier access. Not even easier. Webcams has always been easy access, but they're better quality and they're built into most computers nowadays, most laptops. There's no reason you can't have one.
Yeah, I agree with that. A friend got affiliate in under a month without a webcam. It also depends on the game. I mean, that's great for your friend and everything, and that must mean he's got a really strong personality. I think it depends on the game, maybe not, because the idea is that you who's the streamer, not the game that they're streaming as much. So if I go and play Mr. Explosion Man, you'll still watch because you like me and my reactions and stuff. But rather than I go play Apex or whatever.
There are definitely streamers that I watch that don't have a face cam that I like, but they're not very many.
No, same here.
Yeah,
You misspelled my name.
It is wrong. It's your name, isn't it? But it's not your Twitch link, so people are getting a bit confused.
Yeah.
That's my Twitch name, I think.
The link doesn't work spelled the way that it's spelled on the actual screen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's alright. It's
yeah, I'm gonna say I just copied the name from the Twitch link.
I guess 2010 is a moot point, but what I was trying to say is that you can still feel a personal connection without having a webcam. Yeah, so I think that's true. Low effort. I like that. What do I have to say? You keep forgetting how long ago 2010 actually was. It's nearly a decade ago. It only feels like yesterday. But that's when what happened in 2010? Isn't that when Minecraft first came out? 2010.
Yeah, I can
something like that.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
kind of puts it into perspective, doesn't it?
It kind of puts into perspective what Andy just said again. For example, though, Overwatch is very competitive, which means people are only interested in watching the gameplay, otherwise it distracts the game. So in that sense, it does kind of matter whether you have face cam on the game or not. So I kind of do get that.
Yeah. I've noticed with Overwatch, you don't get very much user interaction with Overwatch because the person has to concentrate so hard on playing the game.
Yeah, I've noticed that even on your streams, Marsa. I think it's just the game in general.
Yeah, I have a difficult time interacting with it, with people in it. So that's why, when I used to stream it more often, I tried to vary it, every other day at least, with, Morrowind when I was doing it.
Yeah, I've
constantly.
noticed there's a lot more downtime surrounding like games like Fortnite and Apex and Blackout than there is surrounding.
Yeah, like between lobbies and stuff, and
Yeah, exactly. Or even when you're playing, like there's a little bit more because it's very fast paced, isn't it? Overwatch. Whereas the other games, depending on where you drop, there's like times where it can get a little bit quiet.
yeah.
There's more time to react to chat.
No,
kind of thing.
definitely.
Yeah, it's a good game though.
So Colton doesn't use a webcam, and one of his reasonings for it, his main one is he look dumb while he's on stream. He
look
doesn't
dumb.
want he doesn't want like the eyes up face like
Yeah,
looking at the keyboard. Like how do you guys
Well,
feel
yeah.
about that?
I
Like
think
do you
part of that is maybe webcam positioning. Like you can do things like I've moved it just for this show because obviously then it was like I pan my camera or whatever. But you can like have it off to the side and then you get a side angle of you playing. You don't have to have it like that intense like WASD angle, do you know?
I think
yeah.
there's a certain amount of being self-confident or like happy with yourself because I used to hate listening to my own voice. Like really hate it. But because you have to watch a certain amount of your own VOD back to make sure that there was nothing wrong with your stream, I've kind of come to terms with it and I don't even mind it anymore. Like even at work, because I work in a call center, when you have to listen to your own call, you sit down with your manager and they're like, oh, this was very good and all this kind of thing. I used to hate it and now it just doesn't bother me because you get used to the whole, you get kind of you kind of get used to.
Yeah, it is
you appeal to
important to
other
watch your
people.
own VODs back or at least your own
Yeah.
clips. Like,
But what I'm trying to say is that once you do it for the first time, you will find it much easier to continue. It's getting over that hump.
yeah.
It can be quite difficult. Yeah, because it took me quite a lot to turn my Facecam on, and the first time I did it, I was super nervous, even though I'd been streaming for like 9 months.
yeah, I guess it's confidence
Really?
thing.
Mm.
Oh.
So was you
Yeah.
affiliated from No Cam?
I was, but I consider myself very lucky. I had quite a lot of support from my World of Warcraft guild because it was basically only World of Warcraft that I streamed before I got Facecam.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was a little bit of other stuff, but it wasn't very good. my oh, go on.
When did you quit World of Warcraft? I don't think you mentioned.
What did I what?
When did you quit World of Warcraft?
Oh, that is a difficult question. I know that I ended my sub in January, but I stopped playing before that. And I stopped streaming
Okay.
even before that. Because I decided that I was going to stop streaming it but continue playing it. But then I found that I had no time to continue playing it. Because I'm one of 4 leaders of a guild, so it takes up a lot of time. And I kind of found myself something happened on the game that made me kind of not really want to hang out for a bit. So I sort of moved away from it, but I still talk to them on quite a regular basis on Discord, but I'm just not in game. I will go back to it at some point. I'm too busy at the moment to play that and do everything else that I do with my life.
Yeah, I've been on and off World of Warcraft. I started in like 2012, something like that. Yeah, just on and off is a fair statement. I was playing like properly, and like I got to like level 88 on like one character, and then I came back to it, and now I've got a character with like the same character with like level 110, but I didn't buy the newest expansion, and then like
I'm glad you didn't. It's crap.
It's crap. It's terrible. I bought it. Like this is.
there you go.
I'm like I'm gonna come back to World of Warcraft. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna stream it all the time. I streamed it for like 2 weeks, and then I haven't played it since.
Yeah,
And it's
honestly, it's very bad. And the raiding, I mean, I haven't played the latest raid tier, but the first raid tier was really boring. Unfortunately, and I think I kind of turned off a bit to that. I mean, I still attribute the fact that I stopped playing more the guild side of things. Like, I still love the guild, I miss the guild, but there was certain sort of personal things that happened that made me kind of just want to distance myself for a while. But honestly, I can't wait to go back. I miss the guild. Yeah.
Yeah, World of Warcraft is a thing. Like you think, if when you start it, like it sinks so much time. It is
It really does.
so
Yeah.
time consuming because then once you start, you get into it and you want to be good and you want to have all the top shit again. And like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's hard to put down once you start. And then I definitely can't even afford to start it like time wise. Like
No.
it's not the money, it's the time. It's like my week is already like really stretched with time. and I to stream and do computer stuff way more than I should. I should spend more time with my wife, but I don't. So I'm terrified.
I think if I could justify streaming only World of Warcraft, I'd probably have time, but because I stream other things, I
Yeah,
don't.
that's it.
Yeah.
Which you think's better, streaming one game regularly or being more of a variety streamer from start to reach affiliate?
That is a good question, actually.
I know for a fact if you're a variety streamer and you enjoy those games, that'll grow the channel. That's the best way of growing your channel. But it's hard to be a variety streamer. Not everyone enjoys every game and gets into it. So
I said the opposite. It is easy to be a variety streamer. You come in, you play whatever you want any single night of the week. And I mean, that's what I am. And I feel like that's kind of what you guys are too.
yeah.
I think it's easier to make it big as just a single game streamer.
Definitely.
Yeah, but I think it's a lot more fun to do a variety stream. I mean, I stream because I love people and I love video games. It's all video games, you know, pretty much. I mean, obviously there are going to be some video games you don't like, but to limit yourself to just one game, I mean, you'd have to really freaking love that game. You know?
Yeah. Like, I've played and streamed so goddamn much Fortnite. Like, I was a Fortnite guy. Like, I went from PUBG to Fortnite and streamed, like, nothing else. And then my friend's Fortnite got stale. The game itself got, like, more childish and stuff. I was having this conversation the other day, actually, with my friend. Like, the game was already childish, but, like, there was a level of adult, like, content there and the skill gap and everything, which is what really got me into it in the first place. And it's like... That's why I only streamed it, and then my friend sort of drifted away from it, and then I realised I was just playing solos and just not loving it at all. I was streaming solos, and then I noticed when you do that, I didn't get as many viewers either, just because like I had no one to play off, so I had to constantly talk. And talking's fine, and like that's my number one Twitch tip to anyone is constantly talk.
Oh yes, even when there's no one there, just talk.
Even that make stupid noise, dum. Like constant audio coming from your mouth is how you Twitch. Like, otherwise, people say you have 5 minutes to impress someone when they're going to a channel. It's like 5 seconds. It's 5 seconds. You go on someone's channel, 5 seconds. If they're silent, you click off. Everyone does. Like that's the 5 second rule that you get to.
I think it's slightly more than 5 seconds, but it's definitely less than a minute. I think it's somewhere like 12 seconds or something. I remember seeing. Yeah.
Maybe I'm less patient. Maybe it's like 5.
I'm very impatient. I agree with you. It's like 5 to 7 seconds maybe for me. And I don't know, what like tips do you guys have for increasing like your time that you're actually talking on your stream? Just making that entire dialogue.
Playing with people. I mean, playing with people 100% on multiplayer games, or even just having your friends in Discord while you play a solo game and talk to chat. As long as that.
Don't agree to a certain degree.
So I was going to say because it's less work on you. You don't have to constantly make those during like a whole W to get from A to B scene. Like
I mean, if you struggle with keeping the chat going, then I suppose that makes a certain amount of sense. But I used to when I did World of Warcraft, I did quite often have it on Discord. But then I ended up getting super confused and like. You know, sort of who should I be talking to? Should it be the people on Discord or should it be the people on Twitch? And then something would drop because I couldn't focus on both at the same time. So I went the other way and I was like, okay, no more Discord because I need to focus on one thing. So I just talk and just never stop talking. I think that's a better thing to do especially when you're playing a single player game.
I think that's an art to it where you've got to speak to the people you're talking to on Discord. Generally, maybe if you're only playing a single player, better for like 1 or 2. But they need to understand that like as soon as I'm on Discord and someone joins my channel and if I'm live, I'm like, guys, just so you know, I'm live on Twitch. And then they know, and then like. Especially like if you're playing the one-player game or whatever, you'd be like, look, I'm live on Twitch, guys, so I will be talking to you and I will be having a conversation and we can chill, but I will be first and foremost talking to chat and interacting with the game, and then as long as they know that and they're cool with that, then they'll wait to talk to you and they'll like vary their sentences around what you're saying, or if you get sub, you can do your thing, and you know, like then you carry on the conversation, but there needs to be that connection beforehand between the people on Discord and yourself, and you need to communicate that across. That Twitch is the priority here for these next couple hours, and then we'll carry on our conversation. So I think
That's the problem I had. It was basically just me playing World of Warcraft with my friends on Discord, and there was not really much going on in terms of the. I think it must have been quite boring to watch, to be honest. But we've passed that now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What do you think, Marsa?
Well, personally, another thing I click off of usually is when streamers are with their friends and they're playing a solo player game.
Oh, that's
I don't stay very
interesting.
long. I hate that. Colton does that. He plays with his friends. He streams solo player games. It works fine for him. But well, that's how I started my channel. I started by playing solo player games. I'd always have a friend to play off of, as you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
But that friend kind of like left. That relationship dissolved.
That's fine.
Right.
It happens.
Mm.
But then I found that I was actually really reliable. Just tell stories to fill up chunks and chunks of time. So it became like my personal journal, just like telling Twitch about my day and everything that happened during the day. And I mean, like, people come and they stay for my stories and they make fun of me for it, and like that's how my channel's like always been circulating since then.
That's great, and like that's I do the similar thing, you know, share the stories, say what have happened today. If I had a particular interesting day or a tough day, I'll tell them about why that is, and it's like just more connection with and being more upfront with who I am and what I do. You know, I'll say like where I work, you know, like I work in Starbucks, blah blah, you know. Like, and that creates extra things, and then people are like, oh, I love Starbucks, and then like it spins off into a different conversation. But people being more like reserved about like who they are and like not wanting to tell the internet in case the internet people get you, you know, like, you know, you gotta be open, especially if, like I say, you're trying to gain that audience and be that entertainer, you know.
Yeah. And that's actually pretty good timing. I reckon we can probably move on.
Yeah, we can go to the next segment, the sub follower dip. So,
Scene change.
Oh, magic! Oh, it works. Congratulations.
Oh, we definitely need to put some sort of fade on that Zendo.
Well, you know, stream transitions and stuff. So I'm gonna get the first clip already. So we should be on the same one. Then we'll 3, 2, 1 play it.
Oh right, okay. So it's the. Oh my gosh, where am I? What am I doing? Right, it's the top one, isn't it? The Genius Relived.
The Genius Relived. Yeah, this after slash clip.
All right, wicked.
All right, and then everyone cue that up, and then we'll 3, 2, 1 play it.
Okay, I'm ready.
If we can be a bit quiet, because obviously we can do the audio for the clips too.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Reckless, and we shall see if we are going to sub for this guy, are we going to follow from this client, or are we going to dip the chat because this is boring as fuck.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to watch two clips of each person, by the way, just so we all know what we're
Yeah,
doing.
no, it's not fair to judge off one clip.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone ready? Queued up? All right.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1, play.
I'm just going to put my music on.
Put on some music and shoot some bitches. I'm not going no scope. I got a Car 98. I'm gonna go for the no scopes. I got a
Okay.
Car 98 with an 8x. That's literally the only purpose.
He's bobbing to the music, isn't he?
Is this?
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah,
clip.
bad boys.
I got my
What you
guy
gonna
down to the
do?
music.
I feel like,
Right.
and then he's off.
I'm in the back of the truck so that I can no scope.
That's the clip.
Yeah, that's
That's the clip, guys.
That's the clip.
Holy
Alright,
cow.
shall we queue up the next the next
Yeah,
one,
we'll
the same
we'll
guy?
keep the next guy, and then we'll say,
And then we'll see.
and we'll talk about it. All right. So,
Alright.
Okay.
and then, all right. This one's the encouraging flare.
Fine.
Okay.
That's the Fortnite.
I'm ready.
clip. All right. Everyone ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, wait, you're not ready, Marsa?
What?
Oh no, I was ready.
Okay.
Yeah, go back to the beginning
Yeah,
of that
pull
one.
back. My bad.
Sorry.
That's alright.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
Fine. Oh, I see somebody. They're on a board.
His
They have a
background's
sniper,
completely
so I'm
changed.
like really terrified.
Oh no way!
Okay.
Nice shot though.
I'm guessing that was the whole clip. Yeah. All
That
right.
was a nice shot, I have to say.
It was
yeah,
it was a
that
nice
was-
shot.
That was impressive.
Alright, Mira, are you going to follow sub or are you going to dip?
I'm not going to sub. I'm not.
No.
I'm not going to. I don't think I'd follow even. For him, he has like his audio working. Like a big thing for me when I go into streams is I look for audio. Like, can I hear what you're saying?
I was listening for
And,
audio too.
And I mean, it's low, so I'd say I'd try to have a small conversation with him, and if he seemed interesting, then I'd shoot him a follow. But from that, I'd be content just leaving and not coming back.
Zendo?
Yeah, it definitely doesn't get my sub. It wasn't even that amazing of a clip. Like, being that I've played a ton of Fortnite, like, it wasn't that far of the distance. It was a nice shot and it was a good kill. But if that's one of his top clips, he's not getting my follow either.
Fair enough.
I'm dipping.
I actually have to admit I actually unfollowed this guy recently.
You unfollowed?
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't like to unfollow, but I was watching one of his streams. I was just like, he wasn't talking, and I actually tried to like interact with him.
Yeah, you
and-
tried to say hello in the chat and stuff.
Yeah, and I got nothing. I was just like, you know what, I'm out.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
cue the
I'm dipping.
Let's cue the next clip. I think we're all dipping.
Yeah, sorry, dude. All right, what's the next clip?
Okay, the tolerant abrasive one.
Oh yeah,
And
okay.
then this
I'm
is
with
from
you.
a guy called Nightwing.
Okay. And I'm ready.
I'm ready, Marsa.
Give me a sec. Sorry,
No worries.
my internet's.
Oh, yeah, just a disclaimer, we don't know any of these people. These are just random people from Twitch. Obviously, Mellar slightly knew the other guy because he followed him for a little while. But we don't, there's no biasness here.
No.
All right, ready?
Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, play. Ooh, with the balls, damn.
Yes.
He's clearly very invested. He's happy. He claps.
You bastard! Almost took everything out of me.
What is that game?
Okay, Assassin's Creed, one of the Assassin's Creeds. Odyssey, there we go.
All right.
So, yeah.
Alright, yeah, let's
Wicked.
get the next clip.
Cue the
Cue
next
and then
one.
we'll talk.
All right.
Copy pasta.
I'm ready.
Oh, shit, autoplay. Fucking autoplay, man.
Ready?
Marsha should play that game, King said.
King's son.
Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, episode 1, Fight for the Light. No, not any spoilers. When episode 1, Fight for the Light, came out, I have choose to become a Green Lantern, basically. I have pledged my oath to the Green Lantern Corps, and I have become one of them. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evils might beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
Master, what do you make of that guy?
I like him. I like him a lot. If let me think. So the first clip, he's clearly focused. It's clearly a clip of his like play style and game style. So it's not like just him like playing the game, doing his best. But the second one, you can see he's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
And, like I'm sure that if I tuned in right then, right there, either of those, I'd probably follow. I'd talk. To
I
him
just
for a bit,
followed.
And
I just followed.
did you? Oh, he has 200 followers. Let me follow.
He's
too.
he's live now, yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, we'll follow. Yeah, I would definitely shoot him a follow. And if I got to know him more, I'd sub probably if he was interesting. And if I had money to subs, no, I don't. I'm not subbed to anyone currently.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's all
well,
good.
I've cheated a little bit because I'm the one that organised these clips, so I'm already
Yeah.
followed to this guy. So I would follow. I think he's great. I'd probably sub as well, to be honest. I just need to get round to it, but I think he's great. I love the how sort of into it he gets, and he's really like enthusiastic about the games that he
Yeah.
plays. I appreciate that a great deal. But yeah, the next one is a complete randomer. By the way, I have no idea who this person is.
All right.
All right. Are we cool to move on?
I didn't give my opinion. Rude.
Yeah, go on. I'm sorry.
So
I said,
sorry.
I know, right? I said I'd follow. I would not sub. Just because I'm fucking shit at picking up people's accents, and he's got quite a thick foreign accent. It's not no, wait. It's not racist. I'm just saying I don't personally like. I couldn't hear some of what he was saying just because I couldn't like comprehend it. That's just my own shortcomings. Maybe I need to sub now out of guilt.
I might be a little biased.
Mr. Sando!
But yeah, no, he was really enthusiastic about that. Like, the first clip, he was clearly into the game. He clearly a big gamer because of his reaction. I thought the clap was really funny. That was quite unique. No one really claps after something. The cheer, sure, but no one really claps. But, yeah, no, he's great. And I'm a terrible person. So, let's go to the third guy.
Oh, I like that. That makes me...
Hey, I am who I am, guys. You know, I can't change.
Alright, I'm loaded.
Oh, okay. I've already
This is
got...
aggressive, oblivious armadillo, right?
Okay. Alright, everyone. 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, dude, run! Oh, shit! Watch out! Oh, my God! You...
Man, I had to take my headset off. This audio's...
Yeah.
Damn it! Motherfucker just cut
Alright,
my
Marsa,
whole
what do you
fucking-
reckon?
Hales. 9 minutes.
What do you reckon, Marsa?
9 minutes.
We got one more clip, don't we?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, the clip
I'm
was
so
still
bad at
going.
this.
Yeah, let me...
I'm so bad at this, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's fine. It's episode 1. We're good. Yes.
Can you carry this down for me because I don't want to carry it down and have our window clean.
Yes.
No, I'm not waiting. You need to be doing it now.
Give me 8 minutes. It's just the end of the show.
Baby.
Alright. Guys, give me 2 seconds. You guys watch this clip. Oh, I'll roll the clip and then you get for the stream and then I will have to rewatch it.
Okay.
Alright, 2 seconds. Alright, 3.
Ready?
Everyone ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Play.
And it's actually really good. No, don't do that. It's actually really good. The only thing is, it's not quite spicy enough, so you wish I heard about your 4-inch pecker. No, it's 2 inches.
Oh.
You see, you gotta get it right. Yeah, get it right.
Oh, you made me laugh, I suppose. What do you reckon about that then?
Well, I'm a sucker for like good audio. Okay, like my chat even gets on me a lot
All
because
right.
I hear
I'm
my
back.
keyboard when I type. Welcome back.
I'm sorry.
I hate bad audio. I'll just leave if your mic's bad. And like his green screen's all messed up. You can like see his lighting's not correct. So it just that really got to me. And I just
Actually, really good.
I don't find him as a
No,
person
don't do that.
stimulating.
It's actually
but
really
I
good.
probably would have
The
dipped
only thing
unless
is,
like
it's not
unless he
quite
seemed really
spicy
cool.
enough, so
What do you reckon, Zendo?
I'm just
you
halfway
wish I
through this
heard
clip.
about your 4-inch pecker.
Alright, you're watching
Now
it
it's
again.
2 inches.
Is that and that was
See,
the clip?
you gotta
Now
get
it's
it
2
right.
inches. Just
Yeah.
the retort to a troll.
It's not just it's his mod.
See, I think I'm gonna try and do the good guy daddy Twitch thing here, and I'll be like, hey, you know, I'm also a streamer. Let me give you some tips, blah blah blah. And then I'll be like, and then I'll just say like the gain's way too high on the mic, you know. And then I'll try and turn it around. But then if he's a dick back, then we'll dip. But he seems like he can be a cool guy. Like he's clearly very invested in the games and everything. But his green screen, you've definitely got to tweak that. It's not hard. It's the slider. You just got to change a few settings. I think when people have green screens, no disregard to you guys, but it shows to me that they really want to, like, they're investing this into their Twitch thing, and they really want to put out good content. Because no one just buys a green screen if you're, you know, not affiliated or anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying,
So yeah, I'll try and turn it around on him because like they're easy fixes. But man,
Yeah.
that first clip, I legit had to take my headset off. That was rough.
The audio is definitely an issue. I'm not gonna lie. The green screen doesn't really matter for me. But I really hate people eating on stream. It gets on my nerves.
Oh.
So
This
I
guy
would not stay for
also
that.
has my follow.
He has 700 followers thing, and I don't know like when that last audio taken. That's
it was quite a long time ago. If I
Okay, it was a
when I
while
picked it
ago.
up. Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's not rubbing me as bad anymore.
Okay.
But
So are we dipping or following or subbing then, Zendo?
I've given this guy a follow also.
Marsa?
dip.
Dip. Yeah, I'm dipping.
You two are dipping. Interesting.
Yeah.
Alright,
No
let me
worries.
use magic. Woo! Magic
Oh,
again.
no!
Oh my
You
god,
hit
which
the
one?
mic.
I know I did. I'm fucking terrible. And
Guys,
we're back
I've done that so
on
many
the other
times.
overlay. Oh, I do it all the time too. Mellar, the magic's gone.
Oh, the magic's left us.
The magic's gone.
I'm sorry, chat.
So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the show. Martin, thank you very much for coming on and being our very first guest.
It was awesome.
Dropping a look.
Yeah, this
Thanks,
is great.
Hovey.
Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
No,
This
it's
was a
lot
great
of
way
fun.
to spend my
fun.
Monday.
Well, that's all we try. Hopefully people will have found it interesting, found it funny, want to be guests, etc., etc. But it's a teething process. Hopefully we'll be a bit more smooth in the future with the first thing. It's the first time we've done anything like this, podcast wise. We've got the segments. I think maybe we'll try and find a fourth segment to fit in, just because we did get to a point where we were
an emergency segment.
stuffed up.
Emergency, we've run out of stuff to talk about.
But I don't know, conversation flew quite well. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I've just linked everyone on chat.
Yeah, this
as
is all
well.
our streams in chat.
Thank you.
Make sure you go ahead and drop Marsa, myself, of course, and Mellar, all follows. We're awesome streamers. And check out some of our clips. Maybe play that game with us.
That'd be fun
Yeah,
to do.
be nice.
I know our top clips are pretty terrible.
We showed our top clips. I deleted that clip.
Did
it.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, I showed Colton it the second I found it. I'm like, huh.
Well,
this is going up on YouTube, on my YouTube, and also be redistributed on Zendo's.
yeah, I'm going to try and premiere it. We'll try and do that. So, if failing, I'll just rerun. Check us all out. Do the things. Hit the socials. Peace out.
We're going to be doing another one next week, right?
Next week. Sometime next week. Might not be Monday, but sometime next week. So watch your inboxes, and I'll see you later. This is Bitrated, episode 1. Thank you. Goodbye.